In any church where you see the operations of Judaism or the law of Moses, you will also see the spirit of segregation, because one of the belief systems in the law of Moses is religious segregation. If you don't understand it, you may also become a victim of the same spirit in the church. For instance, if after you have accepted the gospel and you still somehow consider yourself better and holier than some other believers, you are operating under the law of Moses, and it is a bondage from which only the gospel of Christ can liberate you. When the law of Moses was given, it separated the Jews from the Gentiles. It created a wall of hostility between both of them. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 14 and 15 confirms that. Wall of hostility was created between the Jews and the Gentiles. So the spirit of Judaism or the law will always make you think that you are holier than some other people. In our church today, you will see one denomination forbidding marriages with members of other denominations in the name of preserving their purity. You will see that baptism in one church may not be accepted by another church. All this is segregation, religious segregation. But when Jesus came, he dealt with that spirit of separation, of religious separation. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 14, verse 15, and verse 16. By his death, he abolished the law. The law that was dividing the people. The law that divided the Jews and the Gentiles. He abolished it on the cross by his death. And by that death, he has made all of us one in himself. So in Christ, we see ourselves as one. We see ourselves as one. We see ourselves in the light of Christ. We see others in the light of Christ. So the gospel of Christ will never divide. The gospel of Christ will never separate. The gospel of Christ always binds people together. It does not separate. Wherever you see separation, it is the law of Moses in operation. Wherever you see disparity, some people are holier than some people. It is the law of Moses they are operating under. The gospel of Christ does not divide. Wherever the gospel of Christ is preached, it binds believers together. It does not separate. God bless you.